Hello everyone, welcome back to YF News channel, and this is a very crucial update from line of actual control, and I will explain how this disengagement process has failed at the LAC. China brings in more boats, accommodations for additional troops at Pangong Lake. The Chinese have been enhancing their strength, bringing additional boats to the friction areas of the Pangong Lake and setting up new huts to accommodate more troops, even as the disengagements taking place. As far as we can gather the latest satellites, the image which has been released in India Today or many other channels, Oceanic networks, new trenches and tents can be seen in the latest map in these locations. In the latest satellite maps, it is very visible that at least 13 boats of the People's Liberation Army ground forces and its naval wing can be seen at Finger 5 and Finger 6. At Finger 5, 3 boats can be seen, while 10 are at Finger 6 area. Each boat can carry at least 10 Chinese soldiers. This means around 130 Chinese troops usually belonging to their allied force are currently present in that finger 5 to finger 6 location, which is closer to the finger 4 area. A naval base of the PLA ground force is visible as well. The images of July 29th establishes an increase in the number of PLA strength as well. As of on June 15th, there were about 8 boats were visible in these locations at the Finger 6 area. But now there has been an addition of 2 more boats, which is an alarming and the indication of the aggressive posture by the Chinese at the LAC, especially at the Pangong Lake. These jetties were not there earlier at Finger 5 or Finger 6. They used to be beyond Finger 8 area to be precise here and give you an idea uh, how the Chinese have deployed their troops at the LAC. A permanent presence shows they are expanding their presence to control up to Finger 4. This was told by Lieutenant General D.S. Huda, a former Northern Army commander who has been in charge of operations in Ladakh as well. At Finger 5, 3 floating temporary piers that can be used as an used for anchoring 6 boats is visible as well. There are 40 prefabricated huts and about 15 tents that can be seen at the Finger 5 as of July 29. 4 additional tents are observed, probably belonging to the boat crew as well. So I'm just posting these pictures on your screen. You can see the latest pictures available to us. It has been shared in social media as well. So credit to all those who have gathered this information and posted on social media. The presence of prefabricated huts can accommodate up to 12 soldiers, PLA soldiers. So at one point in time, the deployment includes at least 480 troops in the hut, plus the boat crew and additional troops in the tents. So these huts are not the normal one; they are thermally insulated, maintaining an optimum temperature. Uh, if they have brought them, it also suggests that they are definitely readying for the winter as well. So a gradual increase in the number of tents indicates that they are increasing their strength at Pangong Lake and are in mood to move back, even though disengagement is being discussed. So Chinese are strengthening their positions at these locations of the line of actual control, that is in Pangong Lake especially, They are not only strengthening, they are trying to maintain a permanent defense infrastructures just right next to the Indian control Finger 4 area in the Pangong Lake. While India has also engaged uh, in same mirror deployment and is preparing for the winter deployment as well. This could incur huge cost of standoff continues if this standoff continues. Maintaining one division in Ladakh peak winter is a challenging task. Sustaining enhanced deployment of over 40,000 troops could be a challenging one. So the former Director General Military Operation Lieutenant General Vinod Bhatia says the latest imagery clearly suggests that the Chinese are ready for the long haul, preparing for the winter as well. Despite, he said, despite the disengagement talks, they have not gone back. Usually in Pangong Lake, ensuring the status quo ante. India also must prepare for the long haul. Indian troops are battle hardened, but the Chinese are not used to stay at the front line during the harsh winters, as per the Lieutenant General Vinod Bhatia. Since July 15th, a day after the fourth round of the Corps Commander level talks, while the Chinese moved back from Finger 4 to Finger 5, they continued to strengthen their positions between Finger 5 and Finger 8. India maintains that line of actual controls runs through Finger 8. The Chinese had come in 8 kilometers west of Finger 8, which India claims it as a LAC to uh, Finger 4. While military and diplomatic talks have resulted in partial disengagement at some of the frictional points, there has been no breakthrough at the Pangong Lake where the standoff continues. In fact, China has begun to assert that it has not made any attempt to expand its territory claim here. Uh, China's customary boundary line is in accordance with the LAC of the northern bank of the lake, as per the Chinese ambassador in New Delhi. So Chinese are in the belief that they are not intruding into India, but Indian claim territory, but they are actually within uh, their own claim of the territory, which is also again an offensive strategy. The former Deputy Chief of Army, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, says these are intimidating tactics to negotiate in the fingered area. They have been attempting to change the status quo. They are trying to indulge in face saving because they know they will eventually have to pull back. This is the last area to be disengaged, so they are delaying things, says former Deputy Chief of Army Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh. More military commander level talks are expected to discuss Pangong Lake and Gogra area, where disengagement has not happened as discussed. China might have claimed the disengagement is in most frictional point is complete, but India maintains not such as changed at Gogra and Pangong Lake. So in Pangong and Gogra area, disengagement is still not completed. Some thinning of the troops have taken place, but not much has changed, as per Indian official sources. So Chinese are not taking this disengagement truly. They are pulling back their troops at some locations and trying to thin their presence at other locations. But in the Pangongso Lake, things have not changed. Uh, in a way, we can call it as a disengagement. They are even strengthening their troops, their presence in these locations. So basically, it's not the disengagement uh, discussed with India and China last time. China has been silent on the status of Pangong Lake, where it claims disengagement uh, at Galwan Hot Spring and Gogra is complete. Even though Chinese are not telling the truth about the uh, disengagement at these three locations, but they are not even ready to talk about the Pangong Tso Lake, where they have this kind of a, a permanent structure, different structure like build up in these Pangong Tso area. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wen said on Thursday in Beijing that disengagement is complete in the 3 points. Sources say troops from both sides still in close proximity to Gogra and Pangong Tso Lake. The Pangong Tso and the hot spring Gogra area, that is part of patrolling point 14A, still remains volatile. At the Pangong Tso Lake, the biggest flashpoint, the Chinese uh, did move back from finger 4 to finger 5 on the bank, but still remains on the mountain spurs and their ridgelines. So the Indian troops are between finger 3 and finger 2 or on the bank of the lake. So guys, as per the sources, they have said that there are still no sign of Chinese army dismantling the structures they had set up between finger 8 and finger 4. The distance between troops from both sides is just around 4 to 5 kilometers on the bank of the river, but on the mountain ridges of the lake, the troops are separated by less than 1 kilometer. This is a huge volatile situation taking place in at the Pangong Tso area. So this may be the flashpoint. If Chinese are not pulling back their troops, then Indian army will have to roll in to teach the Chinese how to obey their own rules, not to cross into others' territory. And thank you all for listening to IFN News LAC update. I think so things will get calmer, but I don't think China want this to happen. China want to keep it boiled as much as possible, maybe to compel India to stay away from the United States and the Quad. But I don't think so. Quad is a it's not a fairy tale anymore. Quad is happening. India, Japan, US, and Australia is coming together to take on China. There are a lot of geopolitical things are happening against China, so this is very crucial. China may be thinking that India might attack China. What was